Hi boys and girls, I'm here to talk to you about problem solving worksheet 90A with you. So I'm going to show you one way that you can try to solve this problem. If you have another way you want to try it, then you can ignore me and try it on your own. But here we go, we're going to try problem solving worksheet 90A. I'm going to flip you around. Don't mind my slippers down there. Okay, so problem sum worksheet 90A, we're on the front side. I wrote my name and date on the top. The title of this page is Guess and Check. So what do you think we're going to do? Make an educated guess and then check if it's correct. The chart shows the prices of school supplies the children can buy at the school store. So here's some items at the school store. Marker costs 37 cents. Folder costs 46 cents. Eraser costs 23 cents. And a ruler costs 27 cents. Okay, Crystal has $1. Show 3 different things she can buy with her money. So we have to pick 3 different things, and they have to cost $1 or less, so we can't spend more than $1. We know that $1 equals 100 cents. I think that will be helpful for us when we're making our guess. Okay, so 3 things that equal 100 cents. These numbers would be kind of tricky for me to add in my head. How am I going to choose which ones I want to guess to check with? Well, it might be easiest if I round these numbers to the nearest 10. We've talked about rounding before, where you look at the ones place, and if I'm looking at the numbers, you don't have to write this, but you can if you want. So 0 and 10 are kind of the ends. There's the 10 before it and the 10 after it. Any number that ends with 4, 3, 2, 1 in the ones place, we round down to the 10 before it. Anything that ends in a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we round up to the 10 after it. So a marker is 37 cents, ends in a 7. A 7 means we round up to the next 10. So instead of 30, it will be 40 cents. So we're rounding to make it easier to guess. So this is about 40 cents, closest to 40 cents. A folder is 46 cents, ends in a 6, which means we round it up to the next 10. So instead of 46, it'll be 50. Instead of 40, it'll be 50 cents, rounding. Eraser is 23 cents, ends in a 3, which means we round it back to the 10. So that means it goes back to 20 cents. Stays on that 10 that it is. And then a ruler, 27 cents, ends in a 7. Just like with this one, a 7 rounds up to the next 10. So instead of 20, it would be 30 cents. Okay, now looking at all those numbers, 40 cents, 50 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents. I have those, and I need to pick 3 that are going to add together to equal 100. To make this even easier to estimate, we're really good at adding 10 facts, or sums of 10 facts, sorry. Guess what would happen if we took off the 0 on each of these numbers? Now we can view it as 4, 5, 2, 3, and this as 10. Now we can figure out what 3 numbers will add together to equal 10 or less. Let's see. Well, right here I see 4 plus 5 would equal 9. Don't write this down, I'm just showing you. Well, 4 plus 5 equals 9. That's already 2 of them. Are we able to add another one to it? If this already equals 9, I know that 9, 10, 11, that would be too much. 9, 10, 11, 12, that would be too much too. We're not going to be able to have both of these things at once. So let's try other ones. I see 2 and 3 are pretty small. They might be safe enough. You can draw this. Draw a caret. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And what can we add with 5 to make our third thing be either equal to 10 or less than 10? 5 plus 5 equals 10. That would work. 5 plus 4 equals 9. That would also work. Which one do you think would be safer to try out so that we find one that's closest to 10? Or smaller than 10? Yeah, I think this one, and this one, our 3 smallest, might be the smartest bet to make sure that we have enough money. So which ones were those again? Which one rounded to 40 cents? The marker. Right, so right now we're guessing that these 3 will work. Now it's time to check. So the marker, the M, we'll write an M here. The M costs 37 cents. So I'm going to write the number 37. And I'm going to draw a dotted line because we're going to add that together. So M is for 37. What other ones? Which one rounds to 20 cents? The eraser. Eraser rounds to 20 cents. Oh, sorry, we can't write what it's rounding to. We have to add what it actually equals. Whoops. 23 cents. Again, all this rounding was just to make sure we got the best guess. And finally, we have 30 cents. That was the one for the ruler. So we're going to add 27 cents. We're ready to add. I know 7 plus 3 equals 10, and 10 plus 7 equals 17. 1 up here, 7 down here. Now we can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we have enough? Oops, I forgot to write my R for ruler. Do we have enough money to buy marker, eraser, and ruler? Is 87 cents less than 100 cents? Yes, it works. So what are 3 things that Crystal can buy with her money? We'll write them down here. So the M stood for marker. R, K, R. What else? E for eraser. E, R, A, S, R. And R is for ruler. R, U, L, R. Ruler. Great job. So all the rounding that I did, that's one way you can guess in your head to check. I wrote out the steps, but normally I would just look at it and round it in my head. Now, another way you could solve this is just to look at them and say, okay, if I need it to be 100 cents, I know I should probably start by guessing with the 3 smallest amounts. Because if you can't buy the 3 smallest amounts, then you probably can't buy anything, right? So that's another way you can do it, but if you round and think about 100 as 10, and think about these numbers that are rounded, by taking off a 0 on each number, they're still the same amounts, but just in a smaller version. Okay? So, on the back side, you're going to be doing the same thing, guessing and checking. The chart shows the prices of toys the children can buy at the school fair. Here, this is a school fair, not a school store, so there's different types of items. Toy car, game, ball, puzzle. Nathan has $1. Show 2 different things he can buy with his money. So $1 is just like 100 cents. And now it's your turn to try this on your own. I'll get you started if you want to try the way I did it by rounding. Let's round 53 cents to the nearest 10. 3 is closer to 0 in our line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0. Anything on this side rounds down. Anything on this side of 5 rounds up. So 5 and up, round up. 4 and down, round down. 53 rounds down to 50. 36 rounds up to the next 10. So instead of 30, it's 40. 74, 4 rounds down to the 0 before it. 70 cents. And 45, 5 rounds up. So 45 rounds to 50 cents. So now looking at these, 50 cents, 40 cents, 70 cents, 50 cents. We need only 2 this time that will equal 100 cents. Just like on the other side, I see zeros at the end of every number, so what I can do, I can eliminate those to make it easier to think about. I need 2 of these numbers that equal 10. What 2 numbers add together to equal less than 10? Your turn to figure it out. Try out different carrots. Try out 2, try out these 2, try out these 2, try out these 2. Which one is going to equal 10 or less? Once you figure that out, then you're going to add to check it. So whichever 2 you pick, you're going to add the actual amounts, because remember, these are the actual amounts. 53 cents, 36 cents, 74 cents, 45 cents. Those are your actual amounts. So those are the ones you want to pick for when you're checking for the correct answer. So you need to add the actual amounts for when you're checking for the correct answer to see if you were correct. And then once you figure it out, you'll write those 2 things on the lines and then write down how you got your answer. So, good luck on your problem solving and task performance pages. I know this stuff can be a little tricky, but give it your best shot. If the ways I explain don't make sense to you, then ask your parents. I bet they have a lot of ideas for ways you could solve this. Also, your older brothers and sisters are very smart, so I'm sure they can help you figure out a different way that might work for you to guess and check. So good luck on your math today, and I can't wait to see you soon on Zoom. Goodbye.